Okay, I think it's recording. Hey guys, what's up? It's Reflex. So there's this video, by this guy that it was just brought to my attention, so it's only 8 minutes, thought I'd check it out. It's the ugly truth about video games.
What's up, Twitter? Damien Prosaland is here with Lucille, and we have a message for all of you who like video games and anime. And it's not what you think.
You have all eyes on you, man. All eyes on you, man.
Okay, get to the point.
So in the past few days, 2 days, you've been seeing me like bashing all those people who play video games and saying that they're losers and saying that they've got pathetic lives.
Hold up. Let me rewind that for a second. Let's look at those screenshots.
You've been seeing me like bashing all those people who play video games and saying that they're losers and...
Imagine being such a loner loser, your life revolved around idolizing a school-age teen cartoon who's fitter than you, than buying a plastic doll of her and tickling it with a feather. That's pretty much sums up the life of natural. What? I know people who watch anime and they're not like that in the slightest. If you play video games of any kind for any amount of time, you are a loser to some extent. You are substituting real world conquest and glory for the artificial conquering of the virtual world that matters nothing. His second point there I can agree with, the second portion of the tweet on the far right. Let's see, if you watch anime, you know your life sucks. You turn it into a fantasy world to compensate for it. I spelled fantasy wrong. Okay, so far, this guy has one good point, and that's the bottom portion of the right tweet.
Saying that they've got pathetic lives. And many of you missed the point in that. There is like a storm of people in the comments trying to prove how I'm wrong for saying that.
You are wrong.
And I get you. I see why that's your reaction. I'm going to tell you in a second why, because you may not even know why. You're not listening to what I'm saying to you.
Some
people retweeted my tweets that said, playing video games, if you play video games, you're a loser. If you watch anime, you're a loser. And we're like, okay, I'm very successful. I'm a millionaire. I make a lot of money. Am I a loser?
Yes.
I'm like, no, motherfucker, you're not. But the reason you're successful, in all those ways you are successful, is not because you're playing video games.
People are successful playing video games.
You are successful and wealthy despite playing video games or watching anime. Are there massively successful people or massively intelligent people that play video games or watch anime? Of course there are. They're a minority, but there are.
Bitch!
Are there successful...
How are they in the minority? What? A good portion of the people on this earth play video games, and those people who are successful. For instance, my parents. My dad plays video games, not nearly as much as I do, but he does it occasionally, and he doesn't watch anime, but he watches shows and stuff like that. He's successful. He makes money. What's your point, dude?
People, successful video games player who turn that hobby, that activity in a career? Hell yeah, there are. But what does that even matter? What does it even matter? Let's exclude for a minute those people who are making a lot of money, that bullshit they call esports, because that's not even sports, but that's
This guy just said that esports is bullshit. Oh my god. This guy is the epitome of a cocky, self-indulgent douchebag. Like, I don't think all millionaires are douches, but this guy puts a bad name to those kind of people. Wow, this guy is a piece of shit. I guess let's continue.
Another discussion for another time. Let's forget that for a second. Forget those people. Everyone else who plays video games, the only thing they get from that is entertainment, killing time, and they're legitimately getting good at something that's not benefiting their lives. Now, my point is...
Hold up. Before, retard, before you think again, video games has very much benefited my life in general. Without this right here, without, probably can't see, but without this right here, I would be dead. I was in a very dark time in my life before I started playing video games. I have met some of my greatest friends on there. I've had some of the greatest moments of my life playing video games with my friends.
If you're massively successful, if you're rich, if you're wealthy, if you're intelligent, if you're highly accomplished, and besides that, you allocate some time during your day because you fucking like playing video games or watching anime or watching TV or doing whatever the hell you want to do, then, well, do that. But if you spend half your day in front of the computer playing video games and kicking ass and taking names in a virtual world and achieving things in a fake reality, if you do that, then you don't get to complain about anything in your life. If you have anything in your life worth complaining for, and you still play video games, yes, you are a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser, an idiot, and a moron. And trying to prove me wrong in the comments doesn't change that.
An idiot and a moron? Wow. I have stuff bad in my life for sure. Everybody has something they can complain about. Everybody, even this self-entitled dick. Everybody has something in their life and they're like, you know what? My life's not entirely perfect. Because no one's life is. No one's life really is perfect. But the thing is, my life is pretty good. I have it pretty good. Sure, I'm single. Sure. That affects me, sure. I'm a little lonely sometimes. But that's why I have friends. That's why I have friends. And, like that kind of stuff. It's just, people like this piss me off. Keep going.
If you're absolutely content with where you are in your life, then hell yeah, play all the video games that you want. Watch all the anime that you want. Watch all the movies that you want. Some of you said, well, Damien, but you mentioned that you watch Netflix and movies
Your camera
and
angles
Walking
suck.
Dead and stuff, and right now you're holding a fucking bat.
Yeah, you're a hypocrite.
From a character in a TV series. I'm like, yes, but that's not what makes me successful, and I don't have anything in my life worth complaining for. I'm living the life. I'm traveling. I got money, and despite what someone is saying,
Money doesn't buy happiness.
insinuate that I got no real friends and no women because of who I am, and I only have them because of my money. That's not true.
It's probably true.
You're an idiot if you think that. I got friends and I got girlfriends even before I had money, so
Nice.
that's just
Good for you, dude.
to say. But you know, I've observed that losers are gonna say anything about winners just to justify being losers and not attempting to fix their shit. Now, one last thing. I'm gonna end this video with this because perhaps you might wake up after listening to that last point, and that's what I wanted to say from all the way from the beginning. So, if I'm really wrong in what I'm saying, that those who play video games are losers and those who watch anime are losers, if I'm really wrong, then why do you even get triggered? I mean,
Because you're a self-entitled prick.
If you told me with genuine conviction that, Damien, or world, you're a moron if you don't like taking it from behind, would I get fucking triggered? Hell no. I would just ignore you, even if you truly believe that.
Hold up. You can see it in his eyes. He's pissed. He's so mad. Somebody probably commented on that and said that. And he's bringing that up because he's so triggered that somebody said that to him because he's a self-entitled little prick.
One who doesn't take it from behind is a loser and a weirdo. I would just ignore you because I don't care. I'm content with my life. I'm happy with what I'm doing. So why are you getting triggered? Perhaps. And I'm just saying, you're getting triggered because you know deep inside that what I'm saying is damn true and it hurts you so much that you have to respond and prove me that I'm wrong. Now you might say this is bullshit, and I'm just making an argument. Why do you get triggered when I say that you play video games for an amount of time, you're a loser to a certain extent? And when you say that if I don't take it from behind, I'm a loser, I don't get offended. So I'll leave it at that. And if you're smart enough and your video games haven't turned your brain into a giant mess with all that mental masturbation, you're gonna get the point. And I'm not doing this to be a dick, despite to what some of you may want to believe. I'm actually a pretty nice dude. People who know me personally
You're not.
will attest to that. I'm a pretty nice guy. But I'm also gonna be real and be straight up to you, because I'm not benefiting you in any other way. Because if you have a life an average life, if you don't have a life worth living, if you don't have everything that you want in your life, you shouldn't have any time to play video games. You should be out there changing your goddamn life. And the reason I'm being so raw, perhaps even rude, and so real, is because perhaps there is one out of 100 people who are like you and get triggered by what I'm saying. Perhaps there is one who sees the point and goes out there and changes their life. And even if there is no one, that's cool with me. But I hope there is. I hope there is one person out there. And I hope that there was somebody out there when I was 12 and 13 years old and I wasted my life. I threw my whole teenage years down the toilet playing video games instead of building a life. And that's one of the very few things that I regret in my life. I don't regret much. But if there is one thing I could go back in time and change, it would be all the hours I've wasted in watching stupid shit on television and playing video games when I could be out there doing bigger, better things. So these are my 2 cents. Take it as you wish. And Lucille and I wish you a great day.
People like that piss me off. I'd go as far as to say almost 100% of people on this planet, probably a good 90% of people on this planet, watch some form of media. Or something like that. Media being TV shows, movies, games, all kinds of stuff. So you're calling almost everybody in the world a loser? And I'm sure you don't watch any movies. I'm sure you haven't seen a movie in a while or haven't watched a TV show in a while. And I'm sure you don't play video games at all. I'm sure of it. Totally sure. But what a self-entitled little prick. He thinks he has it all. But money doesn't buy happiness, guys. Money really doesn't. It doesn't buy happiness. You don't get happiness from a piece of paper. You get happiness from where you are in life. And sure, he may be content with his life, but I'm willing to bet that most of this wasn't from him. It was probably his dad, who daddy died, and now he inherits everything. Probably a situation like that. But people like that make me sad because they think that they can just go around and say shit like that. He probably wouldn't go in front of a crowd of gamers and say that. Probably not. That's why he's making a video on YouTube saying that and trashing everybody. Because words are words online. But he probably wouldn't say any of that in front of any gamer's face. Because that would piss me off if someone walked up to me and was just like, you know what, you're a loser because you do this. You're a loser because you do that. But you're not a loser. If you watch any form of media or play games or any of that kind of stuff, don't let people like this bully you like that. Because you're not a loser. nowhere near it. You're awesome because you found something that you're good at and makes you happy. So, that's my 2 cents. And this person, just, like I said, people like this piss me off. And people who are way more successful than him, way more successful. Elon Musk watches anime. I haven't heard of this guy prior to today, so obviously he's not that popular. He has, what, 19,000 subscribers? It's nothing. That's practically nothing on YouTube nowadays. Because everybody and their mom can get 1 million from nothing. Yeah, I got really no other input. This guy is just a self-entitled douche. He doesn't care about anybody else except for himself. And I'm sure that he does buy friends. He's probably one of those guys who's just like, hey, give you $1 million if if you want to be my friend, or hey, I know you're just a hooker on the street, but I'll fuck you for a few bucks. That's probably how his life is, and that's why he's making these videos, because he's not content with his life, because he's like that. People like that make me sick. And he's like, oh, I'm actually a nice guy in real life. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You're not a nice guy. Nice people don't do that. People who have any brain cells don't do that. My grandpa absolutely hates video games with a passion. He hates them. He won't play them. He just, no. But you know what? He's supportive of the fact that I gain something from this. And sure, I may not be gaining a lot, but I'm gaining something. I'm gaining happiness from something. Don't fuck with people who are getting happiness from something. And he was just like, oh, no gamer or no person who watches anime and that kind of stuff is successful. Go soak your fat fucking head. Really? No one is successful. That guy is a definition of a loser. I will tell you that right now. Esports. People make a shitload of money off of esports. And they're not losers. They actually train and they put in effort to sit in front of here and get good at something. That guy probably just lost a Fortnite match and got all triggered and went off on Twitter. Yeah, people like this make me sick. I don't want to think about this guy anymore. So, that's gonna be it for this video. I will see you guys later. Peace.